up under my bed. You see it say Groupon. I love Groupon. Oh, my sweater. Excuse me, family. My sweater. It was hanging out from up under my bed. I guess it slid from the back. Yeah. Okay. Y'all, these is Kenny's thermal, Joe Boxer thermals, and I like to wear them because they're comfortable. Wow, I didn't know this came. So the kids didn't even. Excuse me. The kids didn't even tell me that these came, and that this came. So it's like a little sweater, like a little shawl thing. You know? What you think? You like it? I like it. Wow. Wonder when it came. They must have put it on the foot of my bed and it slid. And it slid up under there and fell up under the bottom. Anyway, yeah, I know I'm looking raggedy, but you know it is what it is. It's early in the morning. So, anyway, color coding. Let me get back to that because you see how it deviates. Okay, I get diverted. Okay, so yeah, so they have their towels. Their toothbrushes are color coded with, I buy their colored toothbrushes. I even go as far as I even bought the plastics, stemware and stuff, service pieces. At Dollar Tree during the summertime, you can get like the 4 cups for 88 cents, 4 cups for $1. You can get pink, blue, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so then and then Walmart has it too as the spring and summertime comes. And so as kids, I wouldn't give them glass. And still to this day, my kids, like I have glass in the cabinet, they'll go to the plastic first. And they still go to their colors. Though they're now older, they still go with their colors, even still. So I would buy the plates, and it'd be like 4 plates. It'd be 4 bowls, 4 cups. And I would buy plastic spoons and forks and things when they were kids. And the 99 cents only store have a big soup spoon. They like those ones, the big soup spoons, the plastic white ones. And man, those are ones that I get when I get my egg flour soup at the Asian spot that I go to. It's a real big soup spoon. And so my kids like that. So, what I do work for me. I'm not telling you guys how to do your thing, how you do for your kids or whatever, but this is just what we do for ours, and this works for us. That's it. And then we begin to put them on point system. And so they have to earn things. My kids have been blessed to have some really, really cool gadgets. They like gadgets just like me and Tony. So of course, Anthony, he has a laptop. He has a tablet. He has a cell phone. And of course, he wanted a smartphone. So of course, that's what he ended up getting. And, and then he wanted his own Xbox 360 in his room, and then Isaiah has his own. They have their we have 2 separate Xbox 360s, but we have one PlayStation 3. So, because Anthony want to play shit in his room, Button want to play shit in his room. So it just is what it was. But so they have a lot of gadgets and things, but they have to earn things. We have given them a whole lot, but then after a while, they begin to not take care of their stuff because they got used to, us just, some new shit came. The new Halo came out. Boom, let's go get that. The new came out. Boom, go get that. And Anthony, it was crazy because Anthony went through a stage as a little bitty kid because Anthony doesn't like sports at all. He doesn't like it. He liked role playing games. So when he was little, he used to remember when the old PlayStation came out. The old PlayStation. He used to take Tony's disc and pop them and break them. I don't know what that was when he was little. Tony's old Madden and all that kind of NCAA football and all that shit. We had to replace so much of that shit because Anthony would just pop the disc, break them. He just did not like sports. He did not like it. I don't know what that is. He just never was into that. And so, still to this day, he's like, damn, I just hate that. You know, of course you don't say damn, not to me. You know what I'm saying? Got to be respectful. But you know, he's like, dang, I don't like that. Because Isaiah is so into Madden, this and that, and the PlayStation is in the den. And so Kenny plays, Tony plays, and Tony plays with people all over the world, and Isaiah too plays people all over, you know, on the internet. You know, I guess I don't know how they do it, but they got the little Bluetooth thing come down, and they be playing they shit, and they playing motherfuckers all over the world. It's crazy. Now, Tioni, on the other hand, she has a Wii in her room, and so she like all the dance stuff, Just Dance, and the Michael Jackson moonwalk one, and all that shit. You know, that Michael Jackson experience and all that. That's her thing. So what we began to do after buying our kids so many different things, we began to put them on a point system that they had to earn things based on their chores, based on, you know, they have tutoring. They still have tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They've had tutoring since little kids. And I guess that is why they score so high scholastically, is because they've always been tutored, whether they needed it or not. That was just something that we put in our budget, whereas, you know, you had tutoring on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And just like I say that my kids never missed a day of school, my kids, you know, even when their grandma died, my kids died with my mom. They were with my mom. They were actually in the bed with her. They never missed a day of school after that. They went through counseling and such. Tioni needed a little bit more counseling than the boys because her and my mom was really, really tight. And so, so she went on with counseling a little bit longer than them. But, you know, they did. So then they had counseling, tutoring, and school. And then don't factor in sports because Isaiah, okay, he's tried out for basketball. So he has, he's going to be playing for the Dodgers now. Okay, so he's now playing baseball. He tried out for basketball. We haven't gotten that back yet on whether or not which team he's going to be on. But for his school, he tried out for his school and he didn't make it. So he was really like in the dumps, in which I felt like it was a good thing because he needs to know that you're not going to win all the time. You're not going to make it on every team all the time. It's not going to happen. Everything that just doesn't fall in place in life. There's going to be some push and pull on things. And if you work at things, you will succeed at it. It's just not going to be given to you. So to me, I felt that it was a good thing that he did not make it on the basketball team at the school. He was down in the dumps about it too. He didn't make it. So Tony is thinking in the NJB and stuff like that now for him because he really wants to play basketball. But Isaiah plays football and he plays baseball. Right now, he's been playing baseball for a while now. Initially, it was just football. He started off with flag football when he was about 5 or 6 years old. Isaiah's now 12, and he's a hitter. You understand me? Button plays 2 different positions. He's defensive line. Isaiah's off the chain on football. You understand me? But I don't want him to just think that, you know, I'm going to be this, you know, NFL player and I'm going to have this mansion and I'm going to be driving a Maybach. No, I don't want that even in his head. Still to this day, even though he's, and he has trophies of football. I mean, just, you know, such and such most improved player and whoop-de-whoop MVP. See, another thing, Tony has been an official, football official. He does basketball too, but just not, he kind of fell off with basketball a little bit. He don't do basketball as much. I don't think that's I think he does it to stay in shape and for the love of the sport and for, to give back to the community and do that stuff for kids. But his love is football. And now that Tony has made it into the Pac-10 to do, college football and stuff. And so Tony does a lot of travel with that. And he takes Button with him, especially if it's like a weekend game or whatever. And so Isaiah just loves football. So, and then he was playing for 2 different teams, Junior All-American and Pop Warner. I mean, it was just crazy. So there's times when I come on here, I'm tired as hell from doing all kinds of stuff. But one thing I can say is the fact that my life has fit together in a certain kind of way, whereas now, but now I have an assistant, so I don't have to do a lot of things that I had to do once before. Glinda comes over and she does all kinds of things. Like now she's taking Tioni for the weekend. We're getting her hair done. So I don't have to do as many things that I used to do. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, God. Thank you, Mama. Because I don't have to do like I'm blessed. I know it. And I'm thankful. I don't take none of it for granted. I love and appreciate the fact that, even Kent, he even goes to Button's games. He be on some, go get him, Button, and all that. No problem. Tony and Kenny ain't never had an altercation. Ever. Ever. And I tell them, if you guys love me, all I ask is that you guys just respect each other. I'm not asking that you love Kenny or you love Tony or whatever, but can we just get some respect? Let's look at our kids, out here. So Kenny goes to the games, me and Kenny goes to the games, and it'd be a trip too, because the coach be like, who do I talk to? Because Kenny would be all on the sideline like, hey, Button, hey, you better get that man. You better get that. You better get somebody. You better put some hands on somebody. And then Tony be over there, hey, Button, you better whoop, 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 whoop. And then they'll see me standing there like, the chicks be like, damn, where they do that at? What? And then Tony will come back and he say, you want some chili fries or you want some nachos, whatever? And he'll go get me something and Ken go back, baby, you want some whoop-de-whoop? People be tripping out. People don't get it. And it's okay. I mean, I guess I've lived it now for some time now that I'm used to it, and I trip off of people and how people be reacting to it out in places. People be like, damn, for real? Seriously? That's when it really gets crazy, is when we're at a kid's function, and then there's me, Tony, Kenny, and the kids. And then sometimes it's me, Glinda, Kenny, Tony, and the kids. And they're like, wow, how you do that? I don't know. I guess I don't know. The verdict is still out, family. I don't know how either, but thank you. It is what it is. Point system. Okay, this is how their point system works. Let me stop getting diverted. Point system. Point system is their, homework being done, their chores. Anthony opted to do the dishes, so Anthony does dishes every day. I said, son, you don't have to do dishes every day. Tioni need to do these dishes too. Isaiah need to do the dishes. I'll do the dishes. It's no problem. Anthony just like doing the dishes, but since he do the dishes, they got to do the rest of the stuff. And but when I'm in there, and I'll say, Tioni, no, you gonna wash these dishes today. You washing these dishes today. Oh, well, Anthony said, no, you washing these dishes today. Okay? And on top of that, my kids also need to know how to cook. They need to know how to put some things together. That is another one of my requirements here in the house. You got to be able to cook something. And see, now, Glinda is also, okay, like me and Isaiah Monday, they were out of school on Monday, so me and Isaiah went and did the grocery shopping. And so Glinda calls, and so she says, today is Isaiah's day to cook since the kids are out of school. I said, well, I have them with me, and we're at Albertsons, and we're getting groceries. And so she says, well, were you going to cook today? I said, well, I'll cook today, and I'll have him cook with me. She was like, well, I'll be there later because I wanted to look over the kids' backpacks, and I wanted to go through their binders, because my kids have binder checks too. We check their binders. Yeah, I want to see what you're taking to school. So they get binder checked. So she was like, well, I want to come over and do the kids' binder checks, and so I'll be by there later on, and I'll bring some salad and some garlic bread. I said, well, I already got the garlic bread, just bring the salad. So yeah. So this is how I run my shop here in my house, and they get points based on the things that they do. If they do their homework on time, they they only have a certain amount of time that they can do the video game thing. They can do the video game thing every day. But I need you to come in. I need some homework done. I need some chores done. Though I do get my house cleaned. But still, you still got some chores and shit to do. Because I don't have my house cleaned every day. You know. I went back to having my house cleaned twice a week. But still, you know, you guys, it's maintenance. Come on now. And then now, Glenda's beginning to have them start taking out all of their winter stuff, and you know, and then you know we give a lot of stuff to the Goodwill and stuff like that. So now they're kind of going through clothes and what doesn't fit has to go and all that kind of stuff. And Glenda donates it to the church, to her church, and also to the Goodwill. And so, so family, my life is full. When I come on here, you know, that's a time that I've allowed it to come on here and kiki with you guys, because I feel as though you guys are part of my life. I've shared a great deal of things with you guys. I don't take anything from it. I don't regret it. I don't regret some of the things that I say or if the things that I've said are done. I have no regret whatsoever. I sleep very well at night. I get into this big ass bed. I cut on my blankets because I have a heating blanket, you know, up under my duvet and such. And I tell you what, I get into this big ass motherfucker right here. I get so comfortable, and I sleep very well at night. I have no regret whatsoever on the choices and the decisions that I've made in my life and the way in which my life is going. I am living a life of my mama called Riley. I'm having a good time. I feel loved. My kids are, you know, it's showing in their scholastics that they're not lacking any. My kids are a little round around the edges. They're a little overweight, so they're not missing a meal. Now that right there is one thing that I do need to, you know, get you know, work on is their weight. And so I've been trying to, you know, make some healthier choices. And it's hard for me because I'm used to good food. I grew up on really, really good food. And that is why I haven't done any cooking videos. I know I'm behind on them. I am going to do some. I have my a box here of, I guess, some of the gadget I guess I bought. And so it's in here in my room. Let me show you. Y'all, I really need to take these pants off. I know that I do, because they're huge. I have a box here, and it's really, really heavy. See? It's heavy. And I know, let's open it up, shall we? We shall. Let me see. I know these pants are like way big, and I know it kind of, you know, I got to kind of pull them up because it give you a little peekaboo if I don't. But, and that's not my point, so excuse me if, you know, if it's kind of peekabooing a little bit. And I tell you what, my husband, he buys me some real cool shit. Like he'll see some shit and he's like, oh man, I know Tina want that, or Tina like that. Oh, okay, it's the Ninja. It's Ninja. See? Ah! I don't see the paperwork, but needless to say, it's that Cooking Ninja. So we have to do some videos on this. Let me just set it right here. Damn, it's heavy. Yeah, let me see if it has the paperwork. It should. They have the paperwork in it. going to have to end up taking the whole thing out. I'm not going to go through all that. Anyway, it's that Cooking Ninja. So we're going to have to cook something with that. And I have to, I have my own, I have a folder, like let me show you. This is what I carry with me every day. This is for my iPad. My iPad is this. And this here is my this, oh my God, I go but nowhere without this. You guys know that I'm a writer. I love to write. And I jot down so many different ideas. I'm always thinking. And I guess, another reason why my kids probably are the way they are, because they are also the same. So we all have our own journals and doodle books. I call them doodle books. And so this is another thing too, that when you start your kids off with writing and expressing themselves in writing, because like I tell my children, you could tell somebody something with your mouth all day long, but when you write it, it's like a stamp on it. And it's like when you write something down, you can always go back and refer to it. And so my kids are big in writing. And so as I am big in writing. And so you guys see this, probably seen this all the time, because like I put that fortune cookie. The fortune cookie I got the other day was something about being successful in business. I am going to do some business stuff with business ventures. Some products and things like that. Like I told you guys before, I'm going through some trademarks. I have trademarks and things because I'm trying to do my shit legal. So business license, the whole nine. I just, business name. I'm not going to come half-stepping. That's just not what I do. If I do something and I'm going to sign my name to something, it's going to be 10A tight. Trust me. I'm not going to sell you guys some things, put some shit out for sale that I wouldn't wear myself, or I wouldn't, roll with myself. If I deem it to be hot, it will be on my hot list, and that's it. So yeah. So, you guys see this a lot, like on my Instagram. Like I'll put something on here and then I'll take a picture of it, and you see like this pink, and that's this. This is my love book, and I carry this everywhere. I love it. I got it from Target. Oh, it's starting to fray. Wow, it's starting to fray. I'm gonna have to fix that. It's starting to fray on the E. But I got it from Target, I think. I don't remember. I've had it for some time. And what I do is I just write so many different things in here. Things that I have to remember. Let's see. Just different little things. Right here's my hotel and everything for Essence Music Festival. My whole, get down for that. I just got just stuff in here. And then like I'll write different things, topics that I want to do, topics for videos. I just don't come on here and just do just some bullshit. That's not my thing. I don't come on YouTube and just, I got to put up a video every day. Oh, I'm on my way going to the store, and I just came on to tell y'all I'm going to the store. No. That's why I don't post every day. Because after a while it become redundant. It's like, bitch, what are you talking about? What we doing? No. And just as I tell my kids, do shit in a purpose. Have a purpose. Because everything is done out of reason. So whatever you do, make sure it's purposeful. You're doing it for some type of, not just on some, I just got to come on here and I just got to tell y'all that I just got my mail for the day. And, and I just, you do what you do, but, not for me. So, anyway, the bottom line is, family, this is how I raise my children. I say that you do not have to beat them. You don't have to cuss them all out. I raise my voice. I do. I do give my kids leeway. My kids go to the movies. They hang out. They do all that. Just like last night, my son came in here, and him and my niece wants to go and see some movie this weekend. So I told him that I'll get them the passes for that, for them to go to the movies. My kids go hang out. They go to the movies. They don't do a lot of that going to the mall and walking around. I really don't like that too much, because that gets into a little shoplifting. That gets into, kikiing with little boys and, and all that kind of stuff. What are you getting dropped off at the mall for? I did it though, but I also got caught up in some shoplifting and shit too. So it's like, I don't want them just out here just roaming the streets and going inside a Target and all them rumshacking up in the 7-Eleven. What are y'all doing? If you don't have no money, keep your ass up out of there, because people are in here shopping. Now, unless you got on some walking, running shoes, that means that you're power walking in the mall. What are you in here for? What are you doing? My kids know that. Ain't gonna be no just going to the mall, hanging out. Oh, mama, can I go to the mall? Go to the mall for what? Now, back in the day, my mom used to give me her learner's card. I don't know, those of you guys that remember learners. But there was a store called Learners in the Mall. It was Learners 579, all them. It was also Susie's Deals. It was also Casual Corner and all them back in the day. Well, my mama used to give me the learner's card, and me and my friends, she used to drop us off at the mall. And, I'll have a budget. My mom would say, okay, you can't spend no more than $50. I would always get a $50 budget to go to Learners and buy me something, to wear or whatever. If there was something going on at school. So my mom had a Learner's card for her daughters. And whenever we needed to go get something, she would give us the card. And back then, it was no problem. You can give your kids your card. And they, just like kids used to be able to buy cigarettes back in the day for their mom and them and all, they changed all that up. But back in the day, though, yeah, my mama would give me or my sisters the card. You guys go get you something to wear, whatever. Whatever the case was. And especially my sisters were older than me, so. And then, my sister, my other sister, she was able to get her card with her own little name on it. And I was like, well, how? I can't get one with my name on it. But my mama just put my sister, my sisters on her account. And they were all, it was all one account. But you know how you just have extra cards or whatever. But me, I still had to go get my mama's card. In which, it is what it is. But yeah, so my kids don't do the mall thing. They don't hang out at the mall. They don't, we don't even entertain that. We are, Anthony did a little bit of Boy Scouts, but he kind of fell out of it. But now that Girl Scouts and stuff has come back around, y'all, let me tell you something. When I tell you, Senior has bought me so much of these fucking cookies. Hold on.